Heat 2 here at Teesside Autodrome as we get ready for the second heat of the weekend. And this time it's Charlotte Stanley on the front of the grid from Braden Boyd and Sebastian Corking and Oliver Sybil. They won't have much to do. Caden Simpson and Riley Buckton-Young, Logan Lauder and Zane Quaker. Rory Armstrong will be charging through from P9 and Aston Brown will be making an impression from P10. This will see plenty of exciting drama, but for Seb Corking, he will want to get into the lead of this very quickly. For Charlotte Stanley, plenty of pressure as they come across to the line. Oh, and peeling off immediately. Goodness me, what happened there for
Braden
the 88 of
Boyd.
Braden Boyd?
Tried to take the chicane and then realised the chicane wasn't in play. It's not in play at the start. You just go straight on. And after the first lap, then you take the chicane, and that's the new race leader, Seb Corking.
That really didn't take long. Look at that. That was only 3-4 corners. That was about it. And now into the lead. So Sebastian Corking will be trying to get well clear. Sybil there in second position. Third place already is Rory Armstrong. Ninth on the grid and is up to third already.
Caden Simpson's had a problem on that rolling lap, Jake. I think he spun on the rolling laps, dropped him to the back of the field. I think he's got the brake issue that he had in race one sorted, so hopefully we'll see a better performance from him in this one. Three leaders out front though, big gap back to Charlotte Stanley there in fourth place.
Yeah, Stanley's doing a good job there to hold on to fourth position. Not easy, especially when, for her, that will be the first time she started from the front of the grid in this class. So there is always a little bit of a pressure cooker, but she's holding her nerve there in front of Boyd and Lauder. Lauder looked like he was actually having a look to the inside line. He did indeed get through on Braden Boyd. So that's up to fifth position for Lauder, and that's going to be a tough one for Stanley to hold on to as Sybil chops across on Rory Armstrong. He was P2 in the first heat. Sybil is already in front of him, so he is not giving Armstrong an inch.
Rory Armstrong all over the back of Sybil trying to get by, takes a slightly wider line. This is his first time at this circuit, late entry to the championship, came over earlier this week, and that's a good move by Charlotte Stanley to hold on to fourth. Well, actually, she's lost the place now. So have a look at the replay. A little bit of side by side.
Do you know what? That's
no contact.
That's
no contact at all. That's fine, though.
Well,
that's fine.
If there was contact, that's what they call rubbing. You know, rubbing's racing, they say, don't they? There was barely even a little bit of a whisker of a love tap there. So just holding her nerve, and eventually Lauder did get through. So now she's got to try and fend off Zane Quaker. Look, she's playing the mind games here. Come on, don't overtake me. We need to catch up to the guys in front. Is Zane Quaker going to play ball? That's going to be the interesting question, because Stanley is still holding on to the place for the moment. But Zane Quaker is a determined young cookie. He will want to move his way further forward. Up into fifth position, he will seek an opportunity and he will not wait around.
Yeah, Zane Quaker reporting a sort of mechanical issue. Not sure what it is at the moment in the earlier race. So he would have been coming here hoping to be certainly battling with Corking potentially for the win. I know that he's had Corking's pace when they've raced together at Hooton Park in the sort of latter part of last year. But he'll be disappointed with this so far. Corking getting away again. Sybil under pressure from Armstrong. As I said, Jake, Armstrong coming from Northern Ireland. Mrs. Prenter is head teacher at Our Lady and St Patrick's. Will be delighted with this as he goes through to second. Mrs. Watson, his form teacher, will be happy as well. I hope the teachers will be making sure all the kids sit down and watch this race back.
Absolutely. I tell you what, this is one heck of a show and tell for Rory Armstrong when he gets back to Ireland. Excellent performance so far. Now here's Charlotte Stanley back in front of Logan Lauder. So she's got into fourth place once again, and now Braden Boyd is going to step up the attack on Logan Lauder because he's got past Zane Quaker, and Quaker has Riley Buckton-Young all over him. It's just like race one as they battle again. Lauder on the inside takes the place. Stanley now has to protect, goes for the move back on the inside. Boyd finds the gap through as well, and Lauder falls to the back of the queue as Zane Quaker gets through on the inside. There's plenty of grip on the outside line for Boyd. Look at that! Absolutely storms through flat on the throttle and takes the high sideline.
Fantastic. Now, I tell you, I've seen a lot of Braden Boyd at Hooton Park in the latter part of last year. This is the best I have ever seen him drive, and that's an example of somebody who's getting his racecraft together. He's got a bit of pace and puts together two overtakes in two corners. Great driving as Sebastian Corking now puts in the fastest lap once more at 46.367.
This is brilliant racecraft from our Micromaxes. They really are doing absolutely stupendous driving at the moment. As across, Stanley just now comes to get the switchback on the inside of Zane Quaker. Lovely, but she drifts wide. Quaker is wise to that one, gets back through on the undercut. So now there's a chance through the high side on this fast sweeper of a corner. One of my favourite corners in British karting, this one, because it goes on and on forever and you're flat on the throttle throughout in Micromax. Stanley again chops across on Lauder. There's no way you're having that one. You're going to have to find something better than that.
Great driving by all the drivers. What a great battle this is. 7 drivers in this battle for the 4th to 10th, basically. Could be anybody's. You can see Aston Brown and Caden Simpson back of the field, but they're having a great battle as well. This is the battle for, that's his 2nd place. Again, Corking is clear out front, Jake.
Yeah, Armstrong's just spent too long behind Sibbald in the end. Sibbald was trying to signal to Armstrong, come on, we need to get away, but Armstrong's been very adamant. Look, you're not as fast as I am over one lap. I can get through you here and I can make a better charge. The problem is, it's already lap 7. We've completed 6 laps. So they're running out of time essentially at the line. We're going to complete lap 7 and Corking is through. The gap as they go through is going to be what? A good 2 seconds already. Yeah, it's about 1.7. So, oh no, it is up to 2.1. I do apologise. So that's already a massive gap in Micromax terms. Looks as though Corking's already got one hand on this one.
Boyd under pressure now for 4th place from Zane Quaker. Quaker would be expecting, based on performances at Hooton Park, to be in front of the man in front of him. That's Aston Brown, pictured there from Hetton near Skipton.
This is a nice opportunity, is coming through on the far side. Oh, a little bit of a twitch from Armstrong, and I didn't think Sibbald saw that one coming, because Sibbald just got a little bit of a twitch on the grass. That might have been enough to get through. He goes for a late look, but Armstrong just gets across onto the apex in time. These two are going to be absolutely at it to the line here. They've got 2 more laps of this, and this is not going to be easy to settle between our 2 youngsters. Here is the battle again for 4th. Boyd versus Quaker, and side by side again. That's exactly the same defensive move from Stanley on the 33 of Lauder, and this time she holds her nerve.
That's a great move by Charlotte Stanley. She's enjoying her racing, no doubt. She's been improving steadily. Quaker has got Boyd under pressure now. He'll be expecting to go by, but can he make the move? 1.5 laps remaining, and Sibbald trying to turn 3rd into 2nd.
So fantastic battling between these two. There's going to need to be a little bit of patience here from Oliver Sibbald, but a little bit of determination too. You can see that Armstrong takes a slightly wider line through that tight left hairpin, and this could be a chance going into the final tour for Oliver Sibbald. Here's your leader though, and Corking, look at him, he's still driving on the ragged edge, pushing that kart to its limit. He just wants to maximise everything he's got in that machine and extend the gap ever further. He is a driver who clearly only knows one speed, and that's flat out. Here is the move from Stanley again to try and defend back from Lauder. Lauder really starting to get on. Corking is pushing so hard, he's even getting one wheel on the grass.
Yeah, Lauder there looks like he made his way past Jake. Couldn't quite see whether he did get it past, but we're into the last lap. It looks like Corking's definitely going to take the win. There's no look like about it. Corking's taking the win. It looks like Armstrong is going to hold on from Sibbald, and that's a repeat of the last race, heat 1. So that is Corking going through. Who's going to come 4th though? Is it Quaker or Boyd? Here we come. It is Quaker that's made his way past out of shot of the cameras, and he's going to take 4th on the line. Boyd in 5th. This is a battle for 6th.
That's an absolute dash to the line. It stays a stalemate, but very good work indeed in the mid-pack. Epic stuff. 2 from 2 for Seb Corking ahead of Armstrong and Sibbald. Zane Quaker ahead of Braden Boyd. Logan Lauder did beat Charlotte Stanley to the line in the end ahead of Riley Buckton-Young, Aston Brown and Caden Simpson. A cigarette paper covering them all, with Heat 3 still to come.